The Beatitudes, Jesus did a sermon on the Sermon on the Mount, and Emmett Fox is a great person. He takes every one of those things and really breaks it down into understandable things, so then how we can change our lives with those things. But if we take Jesus at face value, okay, and he said, greater things you can do than me, and if you have enough faith, you can move a mountain, okay? These are things that he said. Now, I believe him. So, and it applies right into all of this process about taking hold of the Spirit within and working it. So what is faith, okay? Now again, in our long weekend stuff, we spend a lot more time on this, so I'm kind of speeding through a lot of this, but it's an important application. Faith is a state of mind, okay? You need to condition your mind to receive infinite intelligence. So we need to put ourselves in position, and that's where the meditation comes in, and we spend time focusing on good things. I'm positioning myself so I can receive infinite intelligence. If I am in a hurry all the time and watching negative stuff and living on the computer, playing crazy games, my mind is not conditioned to hear anything, because it's like a static. It's like the radio when it's not in the right channel. I got to get myself in the right channel. So applied faith is the adaptation of the power received to a definite major purpose. So if I've already had the clarity and put myself forward and I'm bringing in the faith, I'm putting myself in position for it. So both riches and poverties are both offsprings of thought, and faith added to thought transmits it into the spiritual equivalent, and that's how it goes into the infinite intelligence. From this perspective, faith is the only agency through which the cosmic force of infinite intelligence can be harnessed and used. And what that really means is that you can have the thoughts, okay, and say you're bringing them into yourself so that they would go out into the infinite intelligence, but without faith and emotion behind it, it loses its power. It has to have that belief that sends it out there. So that's where faith comes in big time. I'm going to move you along that, because it's just another great video I have about belief and so forth. There's tons of these things on the internet, so I don't want to, I'll have you here all night. So that's just my little song. It's a beautiful day. So positive mental attitude. Let's just stick with this. Your mental attitude is a medium by which you can balance your life and your relationship to people and circumstances to attract what you want. So again, this all boils down to that belief that I have in being a positive person. If you're a positive person, you're going to attract people, you know. And I think this is part of that inventory process. Are you the type of person when you come, are people happy to see you coming or happy to see you going? Okay? And you can sense that in many cases. Are you the type of person when you come in, people are happy to see you? Or it's like, here he is again. And I've got to listen to this crap. So, and if you are honest with yourself, you will know where you fit in that. Some people actually almost get, they almost think it's a good idea that I'm the type of person who I annoy people, you know. So, and that's a sad state, but you know what? You have the choice to be whatever you want. So, but a positive mental attitude is one of the greatest of life's riches. It is through this attitude that everything worthwhile is achieved. I have found in my life when I turned over and I started doing this, I just have so many friends. People are happy to see me. It's just bringing riches into my life. You start attracting more positive people in your life, and it just changes the way everything goes on. It really changes everything about your life to be positive. You know, and I'm not going to say it works all the time, because I'm not positive all the time. I had a big tragedy this year, as many people know. My daughter's husband, 35 years old, he died. Okay, I wasn't feeling very positive that day. You know, it was not. But it was because of a constant working of the stuff that I was able even to get through it, you know, and know that somehow, even though I couldn't explain why it happened, I don't know why any of that happens. But I know that I must remain and be there strong for somebody else if I can. So we all know there's going to be moments when, you know, we need to, and that's where the help of other people comes in. We need to support each other. And you need to be there for other people. It's very important, you know, that's why it's important to help other people. You know, if you're feeling down about yourself, reach out and help somebody else. Call one of your friends up. How you doing? Don't call them everybody. If you're telling everybody how you're doing all the time, that's a bad thing. once in a while it's okay to say, how are you doing? And listen. Because we're a little, I've been known to do that too. Ask you how you're feeling, I'm not even listening to what you're saying. So, which is not, you know, you need to take time to listen. Listening is a very, very important thing. Now, when you get on this path and it really starts moving, there's no question in my mind that adversity and defeat starts coming. Things start happening that try to knock you off course. Why? I don't know, but it does. But every adversity that you meet carries with it a seed of equal or greater benefit. And by that I mean when something happens, when you're knocked down or something's going on, rather than give up, you need to say, okay, what can I learn in this that will lead me on to do something better? And I have had this experience in my life. One thing is, you know, I didn't go into detail, but I had a major problem with certain things in my life. And when I gave them up, that turned out to be one of the best thing that ever happened to me was to have that problem, because it turned me around to start thinking differently. I've had cases where I was let go of my job. That seemed like an adversity has turned into a blessing now, because I'm in a better place. So we need to stop. Whenever something happens, rather than just cry about it, what can I learn from it? There is a seed, that's the big word, seed, of greater or equal benefit. So that seed needs to be planted, needs to be grown. It might not happen right away. So it's going to take some time for that to occur. It is an absolute truth. There is no question about it. You need to believe it. Every problem has a solution. You only have to find it. And you need to develop that I don't believe in defeat attitude, which I have. The only limitations you have are in your mind. Don't allow negativity to take over in your mind. Now you guys know who this guy is.